Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So before I start talking about this interesting scenario that I've been flashed looking at the price action of Bitcoin in a different time frame, I just want you guys to quickly destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit the subscribe button and the bell. Thank you very much. Now, if you look at the price action of Bitcoin here in a daily time frame using this William percentage error and ATR normalized indicator, we are being flashed with a very interesting scenario. I mean, in the past price action, we have found out whenever this indicator has given us a buy signal, I mean, whenever we have seen this vertical green line appearing in our indicator, that in history has resulted in some massive movement here to the upside. I mean, in 2018, this indicator started turning green, which gave us a confirmation that around that area the market might have bottomed. And if we are bought around that area, you can see the market after that turned very bullish. This exact scenario played out during the Black Swan event in 2020 as well. After this massive shakeout, we had a confirmation to buy. And what happened after that? The price of Bitcoin turned very bullish. Even during this uptrend in 2021, we had a massive shakeout. Price came back from 60,000 all the way to 30,000. This green line started appearing, and after that, the price of Bitcoin started with a new impulsive movement where we also formed a new all-time high. And this exact scenario is playing out again and again whenever the price of Bitcoin has seen some serious correction. I mean, in 2022 November month, you can see when the price of Bitcoin dropped from 21,000, this horizontal line started appearing, which gave us a confirmation that the coming days for Bitcoin might be very bullish. So for the next one, we have to wait a little longer. I mean, if we look at the confirmation from 2017 all the way to November 2018, this was almost around 610 days. From this buy signal to the next one, it took us around 472 days. And from this one, 434 days. Right? And from 2021 until 2022 November month, this was around 538 days. So this is 296 days. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that maybe we might wait a little longer, around 350 to 400 days, until the next buy signal starts appearing here now. Indicate, I mean, if we see another green line appearing after some shakeout, then we must be ready to jump in, because in most of the cases, after this indicator has given us a confirmation, after that the market has turned very bullish. So this is exactly what we are desperately waiting to appear in our ATR normalized and William percentage error indicator. And not just only this, even if we look at this in a different way, in different time frame. Now let me show you with another example why the price of Bitcoin for the coming days might be showing some weakness, might be getting attracted towards the key line of support before deciding the trend duration. Because if you look at the price structure here using this rising trend line, in the past price action, we have found out whenever the price of Bitcoin has found support around this rising trend line, after that we have always started with a new impulsive movement. Yes guys, whenever the price of Bitcoin has found support at this rising trend line, after that the price has always showed a very nice impulsive movement. And right now, if we look in our case, the price of Bitcoin looks like could be getting attracted towards this rising trend line before choosing a trend duration, because in the past price action, getting rejection from this upper trend line from the descending channel resulted in a continuation to the downside. And if that repeats one more time, then this is where we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get attracted around this lower trend line or the rising trend line between 21,000 to 20,000 before choosing a trend duration like this. Yes guys, the price of Bitcoin looks like could be getting attracted towards this rising trend line, which could be around 21,000 to 20,000 before choosing a trend duration. And now, not just only that, even if we look at this weekly RSI in a weekly time frame, nothing much has changed. I mean, this scenario is clearly indicating us weakness. And now, if we look at this RSI in a weekly time frame, we are being flashed with a bearish divergence. You can see while the price is forming higher highs, RSI is forming lower highs, and this is a bearish divergence. When we had bearish divergence in the past price action, that resulted in some serious retracement. You can see after this bearish divergence, the price of Bitcoin showed a retracement, and now in our case, this is clearly a bearish divergence. Price could be also showing weakness, could be getting attracted towards this 21,000 to 20,000 range before deciding the trend duration. Yes guys, this weekly bearish divergence could also indicate Bitcoin for the coming days might be slowly getting attracted towards this key line before deciding the trend duration. Because if you look at this in another way, I mean in a daily time frame, we might be witnessing a dead cross, and I did mention this on my previous video. In the past price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin had this dead cross and golden cross, market did reacted accordingly. I mean, after dead cross, we had plenty of shakeout, and if this SMA, the 200 SMA crosses over 50 SMA, then we are going to see another dead cross. And in the past price action, each and every dead cross led to a retracement, right? And this is exactly what we want to avoid. So I want you guys to be careful, because we could be forming another dead cross very soon, which will also indicate the bearish divergence on weekly RSI, and even price getting attracted towards this rising trend line between 21,000 to 20,000 could make a lot of sense. And not just only this, even according to this horizontal trend line, once we flip this key line around 25 to 26,000 in the medium short term, then the next area is around 24,000 to 24,500, and price after that could go even lower, around 21,000 to 20,000 before choosing an actual trend duration. Yes guys, looking into different time frame, looking into different scenarios, we are clearly being flashed with some bearish movement for the coming days. So in the medium short term, even if the price does show some impulsiveness, gets attracted in between 27 28,000, let's not get excited, because we know as long as the price remains below 27 to 28,000, any sort of a movement will be looked as a temporary movement, and price after that is expected to show another continuation here to the downside. But if we look at this in a smaller time frame, I mean not in a weekly, not in a daily, in a 4-hour time frame, this leading indicator is still giving us some information beforehand. I mean, the price of Bitcoin right now, according to this indicator, could still show some more impulsiveness, could still get attracted in between 26,400 to 27,500 before choosing a trend duration. I mean, in a smaller time frame, there is some probability of price getting attracted in between the CPI line, touch the CPI line once in this month of September before deciding the trend duration. And not just only this guys, even if we look at the price structure here in a very simple way, using a symmetrical triangle. According to this symmetrical triangle, we have to be careful, because the price right now could be holding the support which we have here, right, around the lower trend line, and could show a rally like this. So if this is going to be a continuation, price breaking out from this symmetrical triangle, then 26,600, 27,000 will be looked as our price objective. And if that does happens, I mean breaking out from this symmetrical triangle, if that does happens, then we will be getting attracted in between the CPI line before choosing a trend duration. But more probability is price after that continuing here to the downside, because this CPI, the September CPI, is a descending CPI, lower than the previous month CPI, which usually indicates weakness. So this is what I see right now, looking at the price action of Bitcoin in a different time frame using different scenarios. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy the like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.